Good morning, everybody. We're now into week 4 of my 52-week challenge, and I'm really thrilled to report that I've lost £3 this week. So that makes me just over half a stone off, which is a lot better than I expected at this stage, actually, because, as I say, the 52-week challenge would take me £1 a week, and that's more than good enough for me, given the thyroid and what have you. As long as it's coming off, I don't care, quite frankly. And I know for a fact if I'd not started this blog, it would have been half a stone on, so I'm really happy with that. I've been very poorly the last few days. Initially, I thought it was withdrawal from a change in my diet, particularly with the banging headaches I had, and it could have been. But following on from that, it's terrible coughing, chest infection, burning up. So I probably lost more this week owing to that as well, because on one of the days, I just slept and slept, and I think I just had to get myself out of bed to make something to eat, because otherwise I just wouldn't have bothered. So yeah, I'm very happy that I'm noticing that my skin's a lot better. So I'm just generally I'm feeling cack at the moment, so I'm a bit off colour. But for me, I'm gonna put an image on later from my first video blog showing my skin looking a lot less healthy generally and quite sort of dull looking. Before I started changing my eating. So I think generally I've not got no foundation on either, just a bit of lipstick and mascara. My eyes are generally clearer, skin's generally loads clearer, because I've really changed my eating considerably. I've hardly had any meats now, just a little now and again, and plenty of salads, fruit, veg, mainly eating a raw food diet, raw vegetables. And what I will say is, you seriously have to, and it's common sense in a way, but to eat well, you've got to plan it well, and that can be a lot of work actually. But it's getting into good habits, because the bad habits were eating stuff on the go, eating the wrong things, making the wrong food choices, and it's easy to do. And I was making hideous food choices up to Christmas, and I don't just mean the Christmas period. I mean, for 2 stone to go back on over the last 2 years, it's not just you woke up and there's 2 stone. It doesn't happen like that. I'm not going to beat myself up over that, and nor should anybody else out there who gains weight. It's part of a life lost journey. That it's the you can have peaks and troughs in anything really. So I'm not saying that to beat myself up or anybody who watches my blogs to feel bad if they do gain weight. It happens, shit happens. You just got to deal with it, and it's what you do to turn it around that really counts. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I just feel very motivated, because I am, in my mind, I will be at that target weight at the end of the year. And as I shared with a couple of friends recently, I'll be at a weight that I've not been for like 16 years. I mean, that is a big deal. That, I mean, to me, that is a massive deal. And even I think what I'm going to look like when I get there, because last time I was in that way, it was like, what was it? Still in my late 20s, and that mass has never been my strong point, but I'll work it out. Anyway, onto the measurements. So, tape measure. As you know, I don't rehearse these things, however they are. So, I had to look what I was last time actually, because I couldn't remember. So we've gone to the waist. Waist. Right, so 1/2 inch off my waist, so that's, I was 37 last time, so it's 36.5 on my waist. In a thigh, let's see how that one's going. So, I've got my left one, bloody hell. I even had to think then, is that my left side or my right side? But yeah, left thigh. Right. I joked last time that most people's waist are 30 inches, that's what my thigh was last time. So I'm just 3/4 of an inch I've lost off me inner thigh, so I'm happy with that. So left thigh, 3/4 of an inch is off, so bloody hell, don't ask me to work that out. Call it 29.5 inches. Right one. Right, it just shows you how you do vary from one side to the other in your body in measurements. Because, oh no, hang on, I thought it was 30 inches like last time. Right, this one's slightly bigger on my right thigh, so I'm just a touch over 29.5 inches. So I'm just going to call it half an inch off my waist, off my thighs. I always find the hips really difficult to measure. I'll just check whether I'm doing it right. I should know when I make things, shouldn't I? I've done sewing before, I should know where the hips are. But let's try again. What was last time? Now that's a funny one, but unless I had it in the wrong place last time. I said 48 inches last time, and this time I'm 49 inches. But do you know what? I don't care. I weigh less, so that's good enough for me. Hips 49. Because I want to point out, it's not about the measurements every month. Seriously, isn't it? It's just about documenting it. I'm not going to hold everything and go on a decline because that's the same or that's an inch bigger. I don't care. As long as it's the results on them scales, as long as I'm eating well and I'm feeling better, that's what I care about. So it's just anyone else out there as well. Don't be focused on what your measurements are. Right. Left arm, upper arms. Just come and engage again. I think I didn't measure my other arm last time because I said it doesn't matter, but actually it does. Do you know, I've just contradicted myself that measurements don't matter, but it does matter that I should measure one side to the other. It don't mean that's a contradiction, it just means that's a fact. Right, this one's 14 inches, that's 15. But this arm last month, which I measured only, was 15 inches, so I lost an inch off my arm. So I'm quite pleased with it. The most result has been on my arms because like I say, I've started doing the swimming again, and there's no better exercise than swimming really, and I've really done quite a bit of that. The obvious thing I never measured last time was my boobs, but it's a shame really because I know they shrunk, but I should have measured them last month, but I'll measure them this time. Yeah, I've got the tape measured the right way now, haven't it? Right. Right, 42 inches, so that's the first measurement because I didn't measure them last month, which is a bloody shame really because I know for a fact they shrunk. And for me they can shrink more because it's better for me when I'm running, when I do get running again. So while I'm stood up, I've done my profile pictures, but I couldn't be bothered this month doing a video one because I just didn't feel like it, to be honest. I'm not feeling great, so I've just done my images instead. And I might just do a video one monthly with the images in between, but the obvious changes for me is, I can see around there, that you'll see when I put the images on later, but there's definitely more definition in my waist. I can feel it. I've been doing a lot of side bends, floor exercises. And the most important part for me is the tummy area. It is going down. I know that for sure that it is. It'll take a bit longer with that because that's most of where my fat is, but eating and doing all the right things, then it's inevitable it'll come off. I can see that. This t-shirt's a little more looser on me there, whereas it used to be a bit snug around the waist. I can see where my arms are more toned and on my face as well. So and it just shows you. What has it been? I'm not even a month in yet. This is like the start of week 4 of what a lot you can change in a short period of time and how you can feel better. So I'm burning up now, probably because it's bloody fever. But, you know, you can make a lot of change and I can just continue to do that. Just for a bit of a laugh, I wanted to share with you. First of all, I want to point out at my heaviest when I was just over 18 stone. I think I was a size 22. I just had George then, and that's probably the biggest I got up to. And after I had George, I wore these huge knickers. Oops. These. And I threw them all away when I lost weight, but I've always kept hold of these just to remind me that I'm so never getting in these knickers again. No bloody way am I getting in these again. And I used to wear them because I was so self-conscious in my tummy area as well, because it was a lot bigger than it is now, and I needed something to pull me in, and I was so paranoid about it. So, yeah. These things, no. just no way my way, and there we go. Now these ones, on the other hand, these are my aspirational Target knickers. I absolutely love these. These are Ann Summers, never worn them yet. And there's a little pocket on the back, and it says, "Sexy never takes a day off." Now these, I mean, they don't go anywhere near me at the moment, but I swear I will be in these. Yep, I can't wait to wear them. That's more like it. So on that note, I'm going to carry on with what I'm doing. And I'm actually going to try out a new class in Haywood. I'm going to mention this for anybody who's local, actually, who's around on a Monday. It's called Recovery Public, and it's a cafe that's been set up by a doctor in Haywood to raise awareness of mental health. And they do lots of really good activities in the community. And one of them it's called Think Slim. And it's for 2 hours, it's free of charge. And it talks about why do we overeat, the science behind eating. It's not boring crap as well. It's, this is proper real stuff. It's not to blind anyone with science, but it's to look at the reasons why we do what we do with our diets. And it's no charge. It's free of charge. It's a social thing, and you're around like-minded people. So I don't want to say I'll go every Monday, but I'm thinking of going every other week actually. And the swimming's going to be regular for me as well. So anybody who wants to get up and out early, Rochdale swimming baths on a Monday, then, come along, have a swim. And then my plan then is to go up to this Think Slim class as well, because I'm just intrigued what it's like, because in the type of job I do at the moment, I'm looking for things in the community to promote to other people. So I think what better than to do it yourself and go through that process. So for anyone local who's interested in that, then, inbox me. I looked over there then to my inbox. It makes a difference. But yeah, do that, and I'll send you details. And there's lots of other things that are on as well. So for anyone interested, and it's not just about, mental health is not getting on my soapbox. Anyone can have an off day, and it's not just about that. It's this service is free to anybody, by the way, not just people with mental health. I'm not even going to use the word issues. That's wrong. It's just there for everybody. That's it. Okay, have a good week, and I'll report back next week. Take care. Bye.